Phil, what are you up to, honey?
Oh, just cleaning Rhonda behind the ears, kind of, making sure it's clean everywhere. And I found some things that, weren't too tight. Probably best if I get them tightened up, but other than that, put on a new charging system, voltage regulator, blah, blah, blah. That's about bikes. We want to talk about DC direct. That's right over here. This could be the beginning of DC direct. See, my theory is solar power and everything associated with it has become too complicated. Over here. Come on. A little bit to the camera. It'll be a little bit more natural. Just kind of flow with it. That goddamn thing doesn't work. It did for about 1 3/4 years. But once it quit, I couldn't get a hold of SMA. I tried and tried. Called all the contractors. If you install it yourself, you're screwed. Okay, they're not going to come help you. None of the contractors, they're probably good folks, but they don't want to come work on your inverter if you put it in. It ran great. Was connected with the grid, pushed onto the grid for 1 3/4 years. But when it quit, then I brought the DC in here, which is not hooked up right now, and heated the floor with it. I had DC going to this element and this element. This is AC to a bimetallic thermostat. This was also hooked up to DC. I have 26 panels on the roof. I had 22 of them. 11 going here. 11 going there, and then there's 4 extras, so I guess I had 4 going to that one. And I screwed around with series parallel and as far as the elements go. I didn't notice much difference, but the point is DC direct is gonna be, we're wanting to just put the energy from the solar panels straight into the wire, then into the floor, right? And that's what I did all winter. It worked great. It worked wonderfully. And I got to check on the AC elements, the AC water heater elements from Menards, and they seem to handle the DC. It's 300 volts, between 300 and 400 volts, 7 amps. So, we want to bump the heat, get as much as we can. So my one off-the-wall theory I had was to run DC through this welder and see what I can come up with. And I want to be safe, so I'll probably start off with 1 or 2 panels. And once I figure out exactly how this works, we may use it as an amplifier, which it is rated at 180 amps at 25 volts. So I'm sure it can handle whatever the solar panels can throw at it. I want to get them hook up to it. And I think I'm going to do parallel all the way. I'm going to have to. Which brings me to the next thing, which is well, that's fine. I'll have to